Hello everybody and welcome to the evening check-in. I'm going to wait a few seconds to see who logs in, and I'm dying to see how everybody's gone on today with today's workout. I've seen some comments on some of the videos and I've had some private messages from people on the MENOFIT Mobility Challenge, but it'd be love to get a bit of a chat going this evening with anyone that's done it and how it's looking, feeling. Good evening. Hi everyone. I can see some hearts. So I reckon you can hear me. So that's good. So if you are on our Mobility Menopause Challenge or you're in my Studio Live group, come and say hello. Let me know how your day's been. Let me know how your nutrition, your hydration, your sleep, your stress, all of that's been over the last 24 hours since I last checked in with you. And more importantly, how are your joints feeling from doing the mobility workouts? So far we've done 2 mobilities. We've done shoulder mobility, a lot of deep work there in the shoulders. We'd really focused on range of motion, different movement planes, lots of different drills. And then today we've done spinal mobility. Now, I have seen some comments from a few people that have struggled to go down onto the floor. So with all of these workouts, you can use a chair for support. You can go down onto the chair. You can modify, and I'll give you modifications as I'm doing the workout. But remember, this is a practice. Mobility is a practice like fitness. You don't just do one fitness class and then you're fit. It's a process, and this is a starting point. And for so many people that are struggling with tight joints, feeling stiff, lack of range of motion, lack of mobility, we've only done 2 sessions and they're only 15-20 minutes. So it's now incorporating those drills. If you are going for a walk or you're going to do some other exercise, maybe you can spend a little bit of time at the beginning doing more mobility. So you now know some great mobility drills for your shoulders. You know, some fantastic mobility drills for your spine. If you check out today's, I've already uploaded tomorrow's workout today, so you can have a look at that. And that's all around hips, which I love doing. And the hips, again, it's a process. This is a journey to improve your range of motion. So it takes time. The first time you do anything, it's going to be either you'll feel a little bit of soreness, it'll feel hard, it probably feels uncomfortable. You know, it's to go through that before you start to really see the benefits. Found the floor exercise hard being 7 weeks post-surgery, couldn't do that. And that's fine, Deborah. It's do what you can. And if you struggle to get down on the floor, replicate some of the exercises standing, have a chair with you or a support, or you can do them at the wall. And especially when you do the hip mobility exercises, you'll see right at the end I've added in some quite advanced hip mobility exercises, so you can see where you can work too. And because this is a process and it takes time, you know, if you repeat these workouts or repeat these exercises over the next few weeks, then you'll definitely see an improvement. My joints and muscles are so tight. Years of fitness and no mobility exercises, my age plays a factor too. Yeah, you're dead right there, Paula. And it is, which is why I wanted to do a whole menopausal mobility session, because stiff joints, tight joints are a big concern for so many women as they're going through perimenopause. They feel the joints seizing up, often due to the hormonal imbalance, but different movements, you know, posture, the pandemic. Lots of people have been sitting for a few years and not done as much movement as they would have done normally. And with joints, it is the old adage, if you don't use it, you lose it. You've got to keep those joints really supple. If you think of somebody that you know that's quite advanced in age, quite senior, you know, and they're not active, they don't move, you know, you see the posture, you see the rounded of the shoulders, you see the joints tightening up. And it almost ages people, doesn't it? When they aren't stiff, when you're stiff, it does make it difficult. I did this one at 4 a.m. Wow, Paula. What do you do for a living? That's incredible. Did you this morning? And we did a good session in our group as well, didn't we, this morning? I think I'm really hoping that this changes your opinions a little bit of exercise in general. Maybe this is a bit of a hangover from the 80s and the 90s, maybe the early 2000s, where you feel that unless you're doing a, eyeballs on stalks, hardcore workout, then these sort of exercises and these sort of drills are not worth it. They're not doing any good, and they really are. It's all part of overall physical fitness, physical health, well-being, and mental well-being as well. It definitely breaks some barriers, this does. Hello, Emma. Great work on the MENOFIT. Really enjoyed the last 2 days. I'm so glad you did. Really need to get myself moving. This is helping. And that's exactly what it's for. I work for the Max in the warehouse. Oh, wow. TK Maxx. Oh, gosh, I bet you've got all the top gear then, Paula. I bet you have got all the top workout gear. I'd love to know. Definitely feel my neck and hips a benefit. That's cool. For those of you that are in I have an online studio group, and we made a conscious effort at the beginning of the year to do more mobility and improve range of motion. So we've been doing loads of this mobility over the last 8 months. And it is quite incredible how quickly you see the benefits and you feel the benefits. To start with, your joints feel like rusty old locks. But then the more you oil them, the more lubrication the joints get, the more synovial joint, the bigger the range of motion, and you gently just keep improving your range of motion, then it just makes everything so much easier. Great workout. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Who knew how tight my joints were? I know it's really surprising, isn't it? And another thing to consider is this is really helpful for injury prevention. If your joints are strong and supple and they're supporting your body, it's going to be helpful against osteoporosis, number one. It's going to help weight bearing, load bearing, really key, and just general function and mobility. If people come to my class and they'll say, oh, I've injured my back. What did you do? Oh, I was twisting round, I was rotating, I was reaching up for something high, I was reaching down to tie my shoelace. Now, if those joints had been more supple and mobile, then potentially those injuries may not occur. Paula, when I do Pilates roll down and stretches, my chiropractor said she has noticed my back isn't as tight. Well, that's definitely a benefit. But no, I'm looking forward to feeling the change. Yeah. And yeah, I think you will, all of the workouts that we've done, you'll have a different experience, because unless you are tight in every single joint, which is unlikely, there's going to be some joints that you have that are tighter than others. So some of the workouts you think, that's not too bad. I'm okay with this. It might be that your hips are particularly stiff. So when you do the hip one, that's when you really feel it. It might be that you felt fine with the shoulders. But if you've struggled with a shoulder injury, if you've had a frozen shoulder, or any reason that you've struggled with shoulder stability or mobility, then again you're gonna feel the shoulder one. So and you'll see as we get to day 5 and 6, I start to put it all together. So day 5, you'll do shoulders, you'll do hips, you'll do knee, you'll do the full body mobility. And that's a kind of a key routine to take with you. If you can then practice more of that flow, next time you do a class, or you go to the gym, or you embark on a run, or you go for a walk, you can take that mobility routine and you can do it in 5, 6, 7 minutes. Your body can be thoroughly mobilized, and then you're ready to either get on with your day or do something, exercise after. I was told I have hypermobility. Yes, it does. It depends where it is. I do in my elbows. They're, again, very, very common. My left side is definitely tighter one. Yeah, and it's unlikely that we're completely symmetrical. There's always imbalances for so many reasons. They could be, anatomical reasons, your framework. They could be the job that you've done for the last few years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, however long you've done a particular job. The body is very clever at adapting to whatever you're doing, which is why in fitness, it's always important to keep changing the stimulus. So we see people that embark on an exercise program, they see huge benefits in the first 6-8 weeks, and then they hit a plateau. Same muscles, same time, same exercises, same intensity. So you hit a plateau, your body adapts to the exercises and then maintains it. Whereas if you're constantly doing something different, it's mobility and then strength and then power, and then you might do swimming and then you do walking, you keep it varied. That really is the key to constantly providing your body with different stimulus. You do use one side more. You are so right, Robin. I know I benefited from the spine stretches. Looking forward to seeing the increased flexibility soon. Good. You know what we should have done? Actually, we'll do this next time. We should have done a flexibility test right at the beginning of this, shouldn't we? In fact, we will do another challenge, or the next MENOFIT course that I do, I'll do a fitness test at the beginning and a stretch test, a mobility, flexibility test. So you can actually do the workout and then measure it again in 7 days and then another 7 days. But also go with how you feel. You know, is it, if you were struggling to put your shoes on, tie your shoelaces, reach around behind you in the car, reach up, whatever it is that you're doing, notice, do those movements, do that functional movement, does it feel easier? I'd love to know. Yeah, it's very common. So are you all enjoying it then? So tell me in the comments how you're getting on with your nutrition. So it's that usual time, 7:45. Are you closing the kitchen? It would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, we'll have to do that on the next one. We'd have to do a little test. But as I say, you're going to be more mobile in some joints than others. But things like when you do the thoracic rotation, you know, today where we were doing all fours and then reaching around, notice how far you were able to get your arm round. Could you get your arm back to 12 o'clock? How did that feel? And then when you do it in a few days, can you feel a difference? And often there's other factors. Are you warm? When I filmed those workouts, it was so hot. You might have done yesterday's workout. It was really hot. And it's always easier to do flexibility and mobility work when it's really warm. If we were doing these same workouts, maybe first week in December at 5 a.m, when we're a little bit colder, you probably have a different reaction then. I managed 14,000 steps. Wow, that is phenomenal. So for this challenge, we are focusing just going back to baseline nutrition. So for perimenopause or menopausal, just tips around your eating habits. You know, I teach this in all of my programs, is just focus on 3 healthy meals. And what does a healthy meal like? Well, it's proteins, carbohydrates and fats, eating from the rainbow, lots of green vegetables, and just being aware of the amount of protein that you're eating and trying to up the amount of protein you're eating. So proteins in meats, fishes, dairy, beans, lentils, pulses, chickpeas are good for protein, nuts and seeds, you know, those kind of foods, to make sure that you're having them in your meals on a regular basis. Not very fact to reach around at the moment, particularly on the right side. Got it, yeah. I was very right side-handed all the time, sat off my level unless my I think is quite equal. I'm always stretching all day. Oh, well done, Viv. That's awesome. Not very far reach around at the moment, particularly on the right side. But it will come back. That's the good thing with mobility. That's the brilliant thing with fitness, with cardiovascular fitness, with muscular strength, muscular endurance. You can see the progression. You can feel the difference. You can, do this for a week and you will be guaranteed to feel less tight, less stiff. You know, if you are getting out of bed in the morning and can't put your heels down and, feeling really tight, that the muscles are tight, the joints are tight, then a week of mobility that we've done, then you can feel the difference in a week's time. And then the trick is to keep it going. It really is. Yeah. I've not had many water and better lunch. Oh, water's so key, especially because we're doing mobility. Make sure your body is really hydrated. So I've had more water. Oh, I've had more water and a better lunch today. Pat on the back. Well done. Well done. Are you all enjoying being part of a program? Does it help with the accountability that I'm here every night saying, how are you doing? And are you enjoying? For those of you that I'm interested in this, if those of you that have never done an online program before like this, what's the experience like for you? If perhaps in the past you've gone to the gym, leisure centre, you've gone to classes, you've actually gone to physical classes, how are you finding it online? I'm really interested to know. So I've been running online classes for years, way before the pandemic. I've had a little online studio group where I used to film workouts and videos for my clients and teach face-to-face. But clearly during the pandemic, it's just completely exploded, with fitness apps, people doing Peloton and Joe Wicks, of course, has done a huge amount for getting people moving with his YouTube videos. But I'm really interested to find out what your experience is. Are you enjoying it? Really helps us stop. Yes, that's exactly it, Susan, isn't it? I'm liking your lives. Thank you, Angela. Brilliant. Really good having it. It is, isn't it? Even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, just say, how you doing? How's everything gone? You're doing brilliant. And with any program, it's a funny word, program, whether it's nutrition, whether it's health, you always zig and zag. There'll be people watching this live check-in tonight that maybe haven't even done the workout today, that something stressful's happened and it's thrown you off course and you didn't quite get round to it. And that's okay too. Tomorrow, maybe do 2 workouts tomorrow, maybe do 2 of the sessions. I generally believe that to improve menopausal symptoms, and not just menopausal symptoms, but to improve your health, your fitness, your well-being, not just your physical fitness, but your mental well-being as well, is to establish a fitness routine. So what can you fit into your day regularly? So daily, 15, 20 minutes. If you can do that and commit to that, not just for a week, for a month, for a year, but for the foreseeable future, this becomes part of who you are. You get up, you do your workout. Great, big tick. You're working on your muscular strength and endurance, your cardiovascular fitness, your mobility. And every day you're addressing something different. That's the key, it really is. I did online Zoom classes with Trish through lockdown as I was on furlough, but since I went back to work, I found it hard to do them with shift. I'm enjoying the 15 minutes. Yeah, that's a good, yeah. Lots of people have messaged me and said that they're enjoying the 15 minutes and it's very doable. Emma, online is all new to me. Wow. And Dawn's joined my online studio and she's with me every morning. Oh gosh, lots of comments. Let me look. Rosemary, I do like the accountability. I'm sure I follow you on YouTube. You're very motivating. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you for following. I'm glad it's helping. Esther, we do love online, don't we? I can do it on my own time. I'm loving the chat. You're welcome. I love early morning online fitness. Get up, sports bra on, get ready, workout done. I thought I've filmed some workouts today and I thought, I'll go to the gym today, but the gym just never comes. Something else happened and then the phone rings and then I need to do something else and then go somewhere else and it's gone. I just prefer getting up, doing the workout. Emma, online is new to me and I really like it so far. Oh, that's good. I'm glad if it's new to you that you're enjoying the whole experience. Rosemary, first time. Like reading. That's very motivational, isn't it, Rosemary? When you see everybody who is doing the same workout, commenting, leaving their opinions, I think it's really motivating. I agree, very. I did online in Zoom, got that when I just worry with you not seeing me, I'm not hitting correct posture. Yeah, and I think, Deborah, the more you do it, and at the moment you're watching me do videos, so you're watching a video. Maybe in the future you'll come and join me in a Zoom, because I do lots of Zoom classes in the week as well. And it'd be nice to put a face to people's names, but build up nice and slowly. Always listen to the adaptations, do what you can, and then the next day you do a little bit more and you just build up slowly. I'm new to this group. Where can I find the workouts? Janet, you need to sign up for it. It's free, so I'll give you the link when we finish this and you can sign up. I know 50. And you can achieve so much in 15 minutes. Again, we're sort of under the illusion that we need to do an hour in the gym, an hour class, an hour exercise, when actually you can get so much done. When the workouts are smaller, be more consistent, do it daily, do it every other day. That's the key. So everyone can fit 15 minutes in. Gosh, comments are good tonight. I've also done a sugar-free week with a group online, which that's a good idea too, Elaine. Online, I think, is great for accountability. It really is. Enjoying for Victoria, really? I've signed up to do Prime. Oh, wow, Victoria, I'm so chuffed. That's great news. I do it in my PJs in my bedroom. I love that. I'm glad you're enjoying the experience. I've been doing online since lockdown and I'm really enjoying it. I exercise early in the morning. I'd love to do a Zoom with you. Yeah, we'll definitely do a Zoom for sure. I do lots of walk fits on Zoom and I do at least every week a couple of fitness Pilates classes on Zoom. So if any of you fancy doing Pilates, whether you're a seasoned Pilates vet or you're new to fitness Pilates, then come and do a class. It's nice to do them on Zoom. So you've got hips tomorrow. I'm interested to see what you think of the hips. So have a look at the video. It's up, it's on, so you can check it out and do it tomorrow. Now I won't be checking in with you in the evening tomorrow, so I'll be checking in the morning. I'll be here 7:15, and I'll also do a written check-in. So you can write and post tomorrow, but I'll see you in the morning, and I'll see you back Thursday for the evening check-in. I'm not able to do tomorrow night. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. Glad you're all enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying the experience. And if you haven't signed up and you'd like to sign up, just put a comment in or have a look around my pages. You'll see them. You are welcome. And we will see you definitely in the morning for the hip mobility session. So have a lovely evening. Close that kitchen and I'll see you tomorrow. Well done, everyone. Thanks for watching.